Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is November 9th, 2024, and Robert Lewandowski is on track to racking up Lionel Messi-like numbers. Also, we now know some figures of the Nike deal. And finally, Bayern Munich have issued an ultimatum to Alonso Davis. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to Goal Kids, Kickback, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure to bet us. All links are down below in the description. Now, I begin this video with I guess interesting announcement, let's put it that way, because after match day 4 of the Champions League, UEFA have released the team of the week, and this is what the team of the week looks like. Now take a second, look around, what do you notice? Not a single Barcelona player has made the team of the week after Barcelona thrashed Red Star Belgrade 2-5, which begs the question, did Molina really do better than Jules Koundé, who had a hat-trick of assists? How about Marc Casado, who I thought was impeccable during the entire 90 minutes? What about Cubarsi or even Iñigo Martinez, who, by the way, was the MVP of the match? How about Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, Coutinho? You're telling me none of those players were good enough to make it to the team of the week? And they say Barcelona is supposedly UEFA's club. I don't know. That doesn't look to me like UEFA's club. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm being biased. I don't know. You guys tell me down below. Do you think any of the Barcelona players deserve to make it a team of the week? Or do you think that's a pretty fair representation of what the team of the week looks like? Let me know down below. Now, more news, because speaking of the match against Red Star Belgrade, as you know, Cubarsi suffered a pretty gruesome injury to his face where he was kicked in the face, and as a result he had a pretty deep and big cut that was gushing a lot of blood. As a result, Cubarsi had to get 10 stitches in order to close the wound. And well, the news is that Cubarsi is insisting that he wants to play on Sunday against Real Sociedad, and as such he has requested that Barcelona find him a mask that protect that wound, because of course that wound is fresh, is still healing, and you know, a small contact with another player could open it back up, and you don't want that. So Cubarsi has requested that Barcelona find him a special mask to protect that wound, because as you know, masks usually just covers this area, you know, it protects for fractured noses, injuries around the eyes, but nothing that really covers the jaw, which is where Cubarsi's cut is. So Cubarsi has requested that Barcelona create a specific mask for him to protect his scalp. Barcelona are trying to look for solutions. If they don't find one, most likely Cubarsi will not play. And I have to say, you know, Pau, man, just take the day off. You deserve it. You have a very long career ahead of you. You're 17 years old. If you miss one match, it's not going to be a big deal. Nobody's going to think any less of you. You're an absolute star. You're an amazing defender. Just take the day off. You know, let that heal. There's no rush. Why risk opening up an injury where you can just rest, let it heal, and then come back and continue giving master classes of what a defender should look like. Now, more news, because Robert Lewandowski, ladies and gentlemen, our Polish striker, our Polish killer, is on his way to racking up Messi-like numbers. Now, Lewandowski has had an amazing start to La Liga, to the season. He has been absolutely unstoppable and insatiable, scoring 14 goals in 12 La Liga matches, 5 goals in 4 Champions League matches, bringing his tally up to 19 goals in 16 matches. During his first season, he had 33 goals in 46 matches. His second season, he had 26 goals in 49 matches. And given the pace that Lewandowski is scoring, if he continues on this pace, if he can avoid injuries, Lewandowski could end the season with 53 goals And no one has put up numbers like this since Lionel Messi. So Lewandowski on his way to match those numbers, which is pretty amazing in itself. But then when you take into consideration that Lewandowski is 36 years old and still doing it at the highest level, makes it that much more impressive. Now, speaking of impressive numbers, it's time to talk about the Nike deal. Because earlier today, or I should say yesterday, since it's already 2 a.m. of a new day, but a few hours ago, I did the live podcast and announced that Barcelona's board of directors have officially approved the Nike deal. Now the deal is pending Nike's signature, and after that, it will become 100% official. And now Mundo Deportivo have released some of the figures of the Nike contract, which are pretty impressive figures. And while the first figure is that Barcelona are set to make 127 million euros per season. That's a pretty big number. That's of course the base pay that Nike will pay Barcelona, plus the prorated bonus. Because as you remember when I explained during the podcast, is that La Liga's financial fair play rules will not allow Barcelona to count the entire signing bonus as revenue, so that bonus will have to be divided by the number of years of the contract. For example, we don't know the exact number of the bonus, but for example, if the bonus is 100 million and the contract is 10 years, you would divide 100 by 10, so it would be 10 million euros per season. So the base pay plus the prorated bonus will mean that Barcelona will make 127 million euros per season. That's 45 million euros more per season between the years 2024 and 2028. And after that, that number shoots up to 60 million euros more per season. Pretty amazing numbers. And now you see why it took Barcelona so long, because as Joan Laporta said, he wanted to negotiate the best deal possible. And if that meant, negotiating more and more months, if that meant not meeting the rule the one-to-one rule in the summer, that was okay. And I'm glad that Laporta took that decision, because he could have easily, just accepted whatever Nike was offering and just reached the one-to-one rule and been a hero. But instead, he decided not to accept what Nike were offering, not to achieve the one-to-one rule, extend the negotiations, and at the end, negotiating this one hell of a contract, which will go a very, very, very long way in helping Barcelona financially. Now we will end today's video with the news that Bayern Munich have set an ultimatum to Alonso Davis. Now Bayern Munich have been trying to negotiate a contract extension with Alonso Davis, who's been asking for, well, a lot of money. He wants a 15 million euro signing bonus. He also wants a 10 million euro net salary. So that would cost Bayern Munich 20 million euros salary per season. And even though Bayern Munich appreciate Alonso Davis, they consider him a very important and vital player to the squad, they're not looking to offer him huge numbers because they want to keep a balance in the locker room. They don't want to be offering exorbitant salaries to certain players, which can alienate others. As such, they have improved their offer to Alonso Davis, but they have set an ultimatum. This is our last and best offer. If you don't accept it, start looking for another club, because we're not going to go any higher. Now you might say, Mo, why do we care about what's going on with Bayern and Alonso Davis? And well, the reason why is because Barcelona have been closely tracking what's going on between Alonso Davis and Bayern Munich, because in case Davis does end up leaving Bayern Munich as a free agent at the end of the season, Barcelona could try to sign him. But of course, Barcelona are going to have some competition. We know Manchester United are interested in signing him and they're willing to match his demands. We know Real Madrid have been in talks with Alonso Davis. But of course, even though Barcelona don't have the economic muscle to match that of Madrid's and Man U, they do have one big thing in their favor, which is the current success of the team. And of course, who wouldn't want to come and play for Flick's Barcelona? Anyways, that is all the news for this video. Again, I did do the podcast a few hours ago. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Lots of news in there. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, peace, Cubarsi.